Hey there, everyone. All right, where is my chair here? How's everyone doing? All right, so today I want to discuss a few things in regards to, let's get this camera properly angled here so you could take a look at my face. If you see some smoke, it's just some incense going on. I don't want to have this here in the background. All right. How is everyone doing? It is the last day of March the 31st, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. There's a few things I want to discuss, kind of have a conversation about. One of them is on men and women, roles, feeling out of touch with their true self, their identity as a man or a woman in a sense of who I am, how I feel in my skin. And when I say I'm talking about women and men in general, okay? I'm not talking about me in particular. But I do want to say that there seems to be this harsh reality that, now I'm going to talk about myself, and this is an example, and it's been here all my life, where here comes these men who appear to be these alpha, strong, masculine people. Let me tell you something. If a man is comfortable with who he is, the whole role of a man's body, the way he functions, is to protect, be present, and to physically support a female or women in general. Okay? That is what the role of the masculine body was created to do. So when a man is out of touch with his true masculinity and he looks upon a woman as to be just for sexual gratification, or he looks down on her if she's a powerful woman, or if she's an entrepreneur, or and this could be anywhere in the world, if she is going somewhere in life, if she lives alone, if she needs to hire someone to do something, if a man is threatened by this, he's not being in tune with his own true self, okay? It means there are some real inner problems going on here with himself that he's projecting it onto the female. A lot of insecurities within himself, okay? So let's not mix up alpha, masculine, real masculine energies with abusing females, because that's not what a real man would do, okay? And all my life, I've had that where men seem to appear and come into my life where they try to belittle me in a sense of they see me as very strong, and what happens is it provokes fear within them. And why it provokes fear within them is, and I'm not saying every man, but majority of men, okay? Why it provokes fear within them is because they are not in tune with who they are. That's it. So if a man is not in tune with who he is and he sees a woman who is in tune with who she is, and maybe she is something he wants to be more of, he tries to look down upon her, instill fear upon her, trigger her wounds, observe her and find out what's going to make her go unstable or become unstable, so that he gets what he wants, which is to make her feel a little bit more vulnerable or weak, so that he could leave some damage, because he is damaged. Obviously, we can't change the world. There's going to be people who are out of touch with who they really truly are. For example, here, last October 2022, they put in a new law here in Armenia that, since we're stuck in the middle of all these Turkish countries, we are going to have to bring in a martial law where it's like people are allowed to carry weapons on them. with obviously proof that they have experience. They've been checked psychologically and mentally to carry guns, you know. And by the time that would implement this law, it would be by this year in April, if I'm not mistaken, which is interesting because it's an Aries season, you know, the martial, the Mars energy, the warrior to defend and to fight, right? And you can count me in on this because I'm probably going to be one of those people who do try to go after this in a sense of stay armed because you never know, okay? And the unfortunate thing is, this area of the world, because of many factors of the men not feeling comfortable with who they are, a lot of them start abusing their own women, or they abuse women that are strong, okay? I'm at a point in my life, honestly, with all due respect, I'm at a point in my life, realistically, if someone really does come to threaten me verbally, emotionally, breaks in, anything, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to destroy that person with no remorse. I don't care what ethnicity they are. I don't care what anything they are. I don't care if they are army. I don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm at that point in my life. So I never go out of my way to harm people ever. Never. But there is a thing called protecting oneself and being who I am. When you are authentic, you rub off people who are not comfortable with who they are. You know, a real man would be, protecting neighbors, women, so on and so forth. But yeah, this is a problem, and it's not only a problem in war zones. Like, I have certification where I was paid by the government of Ontario back when the Syrians were being attacked by ISIS, because I helped out bring in a lot of Syrian Armenians to Canada at the time. So I was paid by the government, and I was certified. They gave me certification by the government to study how war zone areas, the people they have, especially the men, they go through so much psychological crisis that they end up raping a lot of their own family members, the virgins in their family, the girls in the family, the boys in the they rape their own family members due to a psychological crisis and a fear that the enemy will take them away. So I would rather rape them. Okay? So there's a huge mental, and this may be a little bit too startling for a lot of people to watch. So you have to understand, if you are not in a war zone, or if you're kind of watching me and you're observing and you're going, well, this girl Tala, this hex witchery, whatever she's going on here, what is this all about? She does Reiki, she does energy healing, but then she's all about fighting and so on. You have to understand something, guys. You can't be prim and proper, sweet and happy 24/7 when you're in a psychological situation, or living in an area of the world where people are just psychologically not receiving healthcare properly, or they don't have the money to, or maybe they do have the money, but they're just so out of touch with who they are that they're just subjecting like abuse on other people and themselves on a regular basis and can't tell the difference. You have to understand, I'm smack in the middle of these countries where war can happen anywhere. Right now there's being threats on Yerevan, which I don't want to go to Yerevan. I said I was going to get to Yerevan. People are asking me to go. No, I've never been interested or fascinated in Yerevan. I've noticed when people ask me to go there, they only want to go to eat and to have fun and party. That's not my thing. That's not who I am. That's not why I live in Armenia. Sometimes, yeah, it's nice to let my hair down and have a good time. But for me, it's all about working and building what I came here to build. And the Azeris are trying to take Yerevan, and what's going to be left of Armenia is probably just going to be Gyumri, because this area is owned by Russians, realistically. Okay? I got Russians here. I got police there. I got police here. There's militians, the people in the military, everywhere here. So if anything happens, we're good. But at the same time, I I know where I come from. I know where I'm going. I'm not allowing myself to be distracted. Okay? And we don't know. Any day and any moment now, the United Nations, which is a scam, they promised The entire reason of why United Nations came together and it was created was to prevent another world war happening or any war in the world ever happening. Where is it? How many wars have happened since? For all we know, World War III can break out at any moment. Russia against the United States. What is all this provocation? Okay? I know there's people who silently watch me. They're constantly like, oh my God, how is she doing this? Oh my God, listen, since I was a little girl, people would always try to figure out, how is she doing this? How is Talar doing this? How is she doing this? How does she not have shame? Is she not embarrassed? Is she not scared? No, 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 and no. The answer is no. And the only reason why I'm even explaining these things is I know who I am. I know where I come from. I know what I've endured, what I constantly endure. And I carry myself dignified with dignity, and I don't expect anyone to do anything for me. And even if they tried, they wouldn't be able to do it in a way that is fulfilling for me. And I honor that. I've accepted the fact that I will die alone, and I have no problem with that, because when I die, I'm not taking anybody with me. I'm not taking this fucking wall with me. I'm not taking this with me. I'm not even taking this with me. So shouldn't I accept the fact that anything can happen in a split second and be okay with it? There's so many things I can say. It's like, I don't, I've said enough for the past year, the past several years. I warned so many people these wars are going to happen. No one gave a fuck. And then they all pretend like they give a fuck after, And it's just like, even after they pretend to give a fuck, it's just still not. I can't live in that mindset of, oh, let's all stick together and do better and be better. No one is fucking sticking together. And when they do, all they do is eat and shit and make fun of each other. Are you doing better? Are you really? How? How are you doing better? Oh, Talat is egotistical. Oh, Talat talks very strong. Oh, Talat is this. Damn fucking right, Talat is this, Talat is that. And I've said it many times before, so fucking be it if I'm egotistical. So fucking be it. There's so many things I do for people. I don't even talk about it. Just the other day, we gave another donation for what? The intent is so that we can have proper grass here, proper trees planted here. They say the diasporans, they say that there's businesses that are planting trees. They plant what trees? 7 trees in one area, that's it. It's not even in this area. They go near the center. There's children here. They can't breathe when they run around. Plant some here in the neighborhoods. I find it so like people with such arrogance when they sit there and they're glued to the screen and like, that doesn't work here. How is she doing this? Why is she doing this? Fake accounts, fake accounts, fake accounts. When someone tells me that doesn't work here, how are you doing this? What they're telling me is, hey, I'm contacting you because I'm a failure. I failed everything in my life. So I want to find out how you're doing this, and I want to watch you fail because I'm a failure. I don't know how to think better. I don't know how to be better. I don't know how to do better. I've been abused, so I want to abuse you by watching you suffer and fail. That's what they're fucking telling me. And so what do? I either don't respond, and I laugh it off because I know you are a failure. Doesn't mean I don't fail. It just means I correct my behavior and I stick to situations that I know are going to work. You are not going to work in my life with that mentality. People who sit there for hours and gossip about other people, talk shit about other people, yet still hang around them are fucking failures. They're not going to go anywhere in life. They haven't gone anywhere. Okay? The truth is the truth at the end of the day, people. And it's like if you're getting offended by the truth, you have to be very careful who you're associating yourself with. If you want a fake life, go find your fake people and be fake with. But this is not the place to be doing it. We're in the middle of a war zone. Okay? There's no time for fakeness here. You want to be fake? Go anywhere else in the world and be fake. Bro, I'm not the one that you're going to contact and be fake with. I'm not here to be your lover. Don't contact me and send me messages that you love me or that this and this and this. If you're a man, I don't care if you're from my past or you're trying to return and you're like, oh my God, she left the country, or you live here and you're still watching me. If you're a man and you care for a woman or you care about your country, put in the goddamn fucking actions. I don't care about your words. It's your actions. Put in the actions. Find who you are and put in the actions. Otherwise, don't even try, man. You look like a fool. An absolute fool. And no, I'm not lowering my standards. And no, I'm not desperate for anyone. I'm not desperate for you. I don't need you. I never even needed my father. My own father. You know, a woman learns how to be treated by men by her father and vice versa. I never needed my father. Don't ever put me in a category that you see fit when it's not even fucking true. Because I've never till this day met anyone that understands how I operate. You people don't even understand your own mindset. You've experienced one or two different types of women and you think all women operate that way. And no, I don't play hard to get. I fucking am hard to get. Get it out of your own fucking ass. You want respect? You earn fucking respect. Live by morals and values. If you don't have it, I want nothing to do with you. I have a fine fucking time earning my own clientele who respect the shit out of me because they keep returning. Okay? I have a life of my own. I cook myself. I clean after myself. I'm working towards a future. If anyone gets in my way, I'm ready to shoot them in their fucking mouth. If anyone ever fucking talks down to me, I'm ready to fucking stab them in the face. And if you think this is a fucking joke, I could care less. It's not like the police aren't watching me. The police always watch me. And they approve everything I fucking do. Till this day, the police always say to me, we respect you so much, Talad. You left Canada. You bought a fucking house here. Everything you do for the people here. You've helped so many orphans. You constantly work to aim to bring people here in Armenia, especially in Gyumri. You work towards having all these building places, businesses running, places, new apartments and living situations. All the psychological testings I did for people to move here so that we know it's a livable place. So stop comparing me to the women you know or who you are as a man, because a real man would never fucking compare himself to me. I remember when I was in Canada, it was during the time I used to shave my head. I walked into this luxurious restaurant, very expensive restaurant. I had Oracle cards with me. I just walk right in with my shaved head, okay? And the waiter comes up to me And I ordered whatever I ordered. I stayed there for a few hours. I'm not gonna lie. I ordered myself a bottle of red wine. Stayed there for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm giving myself an oracle reading, and every so often I see the waiter just staring at me from far and drinking, looking at me and drinking. Finally, after like an hour and a half, 2 hours, he comes up to me. He goes to me, "I am so proud of you." And I was like, "For what?" He's like, "Look at you. That fucking confidence." And he goes to me, "You came in here by yourself, smiling, with a shaved head and a tattoo on that head, playing with your cards, and you're having the time of your life by yourself." I was only in my 20s then, man. He says, "I'm so fucking jealous of you. I'm a man and I'm jealous of you because I cannot carry myself like that with a shaved head. I cannot walk into a restaurant by myself because I get embarrassed. I cannot be fully comfortable with who I am because I feel like people are watching me and judging me. And look at you, you don't even give a flying shit." And I said, "No, why am I going to care, man? Like, who cares? Enjoy." He goes, "I am so jealous of you." And he goes, "You're inspiring me." I can't tell you how many people used to say that to me when I had that shaved head. I had more people tell me, "You have a beautiful soul," and I see through that soul when I had a shaved head because I was more comfortable with who I was compared to years before when I used to, wear makeup and color my hair and so on and so forth. So what I'm trying to say, the moral of the story is you have to be comfortable with who you are to find who you are. You have to live a life where you're facing your fears rather than running away from it. You have to live a life. I'm not telling you to be a man and a woman in that sense. I'm just saying find who you are. And if you have a hard time being alone, the only people that are going to support you are people who are genuine because you're being genuine. Because if you're not being genuine, you're not going to be around, you're not going to attract genuine people. Genuine people can smell bullshit. I can smell bullshit. Even all those guys that came in here and tried to fuck everything up in my apartment when I paid them to fix the washroom or the floors or whatever, you think I couldn't smell they were bullshit? I had no choice. Because whoever would come here would run away from me because I'm knowledgeable at so many things. They wouldn't come back. I had no choice. And this neighborhood has a reputation of the only people who end up coming here end up being like, all the neighbors would say, they're all rip-offs. They try to steal. They try to do this. They try to do that. Rip people off. They all got fucked over. All of them, my neighbors. So this is a community karmic thing. All the women, they get belittled also. So when I told everybody, when I had the public embarrassment, when I embarrassed them last year, and all the women came out clapping at me, and then the men couldn't even look me in the eye because they were like, "Fuck, look at this girl." Till this day, they still talk about it. And I've earned so much respect here by the people because of that. And just the way for years I've been doing everything on my own. You think they don't notice? They fucking notice everything. I don't need to be praised by every individual here. I see it the way, like, when I walk with the way they look at me. I can see it in their eyes that they respect me. And a lot of reasons why the diasporans, when they come here and they get jealous of me because they don't talk right. They don't carry themselves right. So they try to come in and fuck my life up here. Make me look bad. Oh, don't believe the locals. They talk shit about you when you leave. How do you know they don't talk? They do to us. I don't fucking care, man. Whoever wants to do or think something is up to them. So I don't give a shit. I'm here to live my life. Go live yours. Anyways, I have come across with a strong message today, but the message needs to come out because I know people are silently and secretly watching me. Still trying to figure me out, and they can't figure me out, and top psychologists couldn't figure me out in elementary and high school, and I, broke the system. You think you people are going to be able to figure me out? And why do you even care to figure me out? What is that going to do for you? What is that going to accomplish for you? What accomplishment? What accomplishment? Because I don't have mommy and daddy funding me? Because I'm not a prostitute? What? Oh, she moved to Gumri to do witchcraft and energy and be a shaman. It's a crime. It's a crime. Yo, go fight the fucking Azeris, man. Go grow some balls. Train yourself and your family members how to fight, man. And go do something actual lawful for once. There's only one thing I agree with when it comes to Aliyev. One thing I agree with. And he is right when he says Armenians will self-destruct. Because it looks like that's what's happening. Okay? Man or woman, whether you're a family member of mine, or a random stranger, or I've worked with you, or you're a local, or you're a diasporan, I don't give a flying fuck who you are, okay? If you talk like you are all patriotic and you do shit except watch me on video because you're still in a state of shock how I'm doing this, I think you're an embarrassment. Okay? Grow some fucking balls and do something. Grow some fucking balls. These random messages I get from you goes, oh, I love you, or let's work together. Grow some fucking balls, whether you're a man or a woman. This is embarrassing. Put in the effort and do something. Do something. I didn't even get the chance to go to Dilijan. I was supposed to go to Dilijan in March this month. I ended up having someone else take care of what I needed to be done, but that's fine. The only place I'd rather just stick to is Vanatsora. It's closer by. It's an hour and a half drive from here. I'll just go again, probably around my birthday. And that's it. I stick to Gumri. Gumri is my place. Every day something different. We don't know what's going to happen. We do, but we don't. But I just can't have people being in constant arrogance, pretense, that they care when they do fucking shit about it. Listen, if you're someone who sits there and does nothing in the face of abuse or watching someone get abused, you're just as disgusting as the abuser, okay? If you're allowing abuse to happen or you're not speaking up against abuse, you are just as disgusting as the abuser. From time to time, you're going to see me speak very direct like this because people need to hear it. People need to hear it. All this love and light. If you're stuck in a black vortex, okay, and it's sucking everything in, destruction is everywhere, are you going to sit there and preach love and light? What are you going to do, right? Are you going to fight it? This morning I went off again on my Instagram. I'm like in English and Armenian. I'm going off about Artyom and the guy who did my washroom last year and he brought in that Azeri. I went off, man. I'm like, I'm going to cut his dick off and just have... And I'm just like, if I see that man on the street, whether it's in Gyumri, in Armenia, in general, in Yerevan, I am going to fucking knife his face and his body. But I just went off. Because it's like, look what's happening in this country, man. Constant threats. And you have the nerve to walk into a female's house when she's willing to pay you to do the fucking washroom. It takes 3 days to do a fucking small washroom like that, man. And the tiles are big. It's not like they're small tiles. 3 fucking days. And it takes you 1 month, and you're bringing in this Azeri guy, and all you're doing is kissing his ass because you're in love with him, and you're putting down Armenians, and all Armenians are assholes, you're preaching to me. And look what's happening. These threats. You know, it just... Do these people, like, get enjoyed if their own wives or daughters get raped? This is the thing. And maybe they do. Maybe they do. Maybe that's what they want. But, my thing is, we know that things are fucked up in war zone places. It's the people who keep preaching, oh, we don't want negativity. It's these organizations and these people in them. Oh, love, love, love. Toxic positivity and shit, you know? And sure, I'm venting because I don't have anyone to vent to, because no one actually does anything. But they all talk like they know everything. And then when you watch them in action, they don't know what the hell to do. Yeah, man, I'm going to the shooting range. Anyways, I'm going to keep talking too much, and I want to close this video with this message, that if you are, maybe you're not Armenian, but you have a liking of this country, maybe you are Armenian and you want to do something, do fucking something, okay? Do fucking something.